We now welcome a living legend. He's a 5-time World Series champion, a 13-time All-Star. He holds the all-time record for saves at 652. He had a ridiculous .7 ERA in 141 innings in the postseason. Ladies and gentlemen, the greatest reliever of all time, number 42, Mariano Rivera. Mariano, what's going on, my man?
Yeah, I just got goosebumps. I just got goosebumps.
What an intro. Great job. Thank you, guys. Thank you for having us. It's a privilege and honor for me.
Had to have the intro for that. I mean, come on. Like,
this is a great intro. Great intro.
We're talking about a guy in front of us right now who I think everyone who watched baseball at any point in the last 2 decades said it was a privilege to be alive at the same time as this man. I feel like we don't see many of these people ever in person or through Zoom and all this. This is just truly an honor. But you made some news lately, Mariano, and it's very cool. You started a baseball league, which we were just talking before. Starting a baseball league in like a little town, all that's cool. You're starting it in like multiple countries, the Middle East, the United International Baseball League, the UIBL. You're bringing professional baseball to India, Pakistan, the Middle East. It's awesome. Reading about it on the website uibl.pro is just really cool what you guys are doing. So I got a question. So growing up in Panama, you're playing baseball with cardboard gloves, tree limbs, and broom handles for bats, balled up fishing nets wrapped in electrical tape for balls. You turn into the greatest reliever of all time. Is that part of the motivation here to kind of find the next superstar? And if it could be out there in India and Pakistan, the Middle East, is that what you're trying to do here?
You're definitely right. I mean, but we're going beyond that. We wanted to teach the game of baseball the right way. We've been passionate. You mentioned it. I play with cardboard as a glove, branches as a bat, baseball made out of fishing net. And the Lord granted me to be able to play in the best baseball there is in the world. Okay, I wanted to bring the same opportunity, the same power, the same desire, the same willing to those, they haven't been exposed to the game of baseball the way we are. Okay, so I mean, we have so many people. I mean, to tell you, to be more exact, 2 billion of new fans that we have to reach out, and to me that's exciting. To me, that's great because I mean, for sure, guys, there is the next Mariano Rivera, there is the next Derek Jeter, the next Babe Ruth is there. All right, we just have to go there and find it. And how to find it through a game that they know how to play it because they have little leagues there already. But we want to bring it to a different level. We want to bring a Major League Baseball there. Major League game. So that's what we want. What my abilities and all the rest of the group that we have and the ones to come, we wanted to make sure that we do it right. So yes, I'm excited to bring baseball the way we know how to play. I mean, and we have a great team that we put together. One of those are Mr. Barry Larkin, another Hall of Famer. All right, and for us, it's amazing just to have the opportunity to go there and teach the game of baseball. Develop them in a such a high way that they can be able to play the game of baseball the way we know how to play.
Mariano, you're someone that didn't have the privilege of a league as awesome as this when you were a kid. You didn't start playing baseball. You joined an amateur team at 18, didn't start pitching till 19. Yankees signed you when you were 20. I want to know, how did the Yankees find you? What do you remember about back then? How did the Yankees find you in Panama? And what was that experience like signing with them for the first time?
I mean, how they find me was a blessing because I mean, every baseball player for sure, it pitched in some areas, maybe in little leagues or somewhere, but they pitch. Okay, I did that, but I hated it to pitch because I mean, I wanted to be always involved in the game, in the outfield, in the infield, catching, even doing all those kind of stuff. Well, at this time, I was already 20 years old, and we were playing for my hometown, and I was in the outfield. I was in right field. Okay, and then our best pitcher was getting killed, so we needed to have someone to pitch. We have no more pitchers, so I said, hey, I pitch. You know, pitching and throwing is two different things, guys. Okay, I end up pitching instead of throwing. So anyway, 2 weeks after that game, the catcher and the center field for the team was waiting in my house, and when I arrived to my house, and we were coming from the beach, my parents and myself, and I asked them, what are you guys doing here? They said, well, we have a tryout for you. What, and with who? To pitch and with the Yankees. I said, listen, I don't know how to pitch. You guys help me? By the way, guys, my shoes have a big hole on my toe, big hole, okay? I have no glove. I don't own a glove. So I told my guys, well, I need the shoes and I need a glove. At that time, I was working with my father, fixing the fishing nets of the boat. So here comes Monday, and I went to the stadium after I was working, and the guy that was doing the tryout for the Yankees, I knew him, the coach, and his name was Carl Heron, and I ended up throwing, and he liked it. He said, well, why didn't you come the whole week into the men's scout? Mr. Herb Raven, that also was a Panamanian, and he will come on Saturday, and I did. So, by the way, guys, I was the field in. I was just the guys that if you have opportunity, they see you. Otherwise, you go home, because they were two younger guys, stronger, taller, and throw harder than me. So, since I thought that I was the field in, we had to face the national team on Saturday, and I thought that I would be the last guy to pitch because I was the field in. That was one mentality. Okay, so it didn't happen like that. They put me to start the game. I threw 3 innings, 4 punch outs, no hits. The next day, Sunday, the Herb Raven asked me to bring him to my house, and when we got there, he asked permission to my father if they wanted to sign me for the New York Yankees. My father said, "What sign?" And that's history. They gave me $2,000. It was the greatest opportunity that I ever got. I think that the Yankees, I don't think the Yankees has made an investment like that to pay so much in return like they did with me. All right. So, I was, guys, that's the same thing that I wanted to bring to the Middle East, the India and Pakistan, that create opportunities. But when we have that opportunity, develop these guys in such a way that they will wrap up themselves in baseball because they got so passionate the way we are. Okay, so that's what I come in, guys. That you can feel my emotion, you will feel my desire, you can feel it all, because to me is that, it's opportunity to bring the best game there is in different countries.
Yeah, I think that's part of your greatness, is like how amazing you were on the field. Obviously, we talked about that, but this part of you, the off the field, like that also just boosts you above everybody else, and that is why you were a unanimous Hall of Famer. I do going to ask. So obviously the Jeter doc is going out now. The captain, you're in it, obviously. So we're reminiscing about stuff, and you and Jeter were both optioned back to AAA in June '95. You had an ERA of 10.2. I think you had like 4 starts under your belt. What do you remember about that day? Like talking to Jeter, how emotional you guys were?
That day was a day that I will never forget. I think that day marked my life in a baseball experience, in a baseball world. Because Derek and I, we never were sent down from non-league. From rookie ball all the way to the big leagues, we never sent down. We always were going up and up and up into that moment. And when we were sent down, we were in New Jersey, Englewood, New Jersey. We went to Benny Gans and we were so down. Okay, and but we taught ourselves, if they sending us down, it's for the best. Okay, we need to go down there and work all there off and make sure that whatever we need to do it because we belong here. We don't belong down there. We belong here, and we have to work hard. And by the way, at that time, my shoulder was kind of a lot sore. So I was glad that they sent me down because I couldn't compete the way I wanted to because my arm didn't allow me to. So, and to make me company, they sent there with me. So that's good. because we both learned, but at the same time, no, I'm joking around, but the reality was that we take advantage of that. We know that we belong to the big leagues, and we work hard, and they brought us back up, and that was it. That was history, But it was good for me to experience that. I don't know about Derek; he had to express his emotion on that. But for me, it was good because I experienced something that I never experienced before, and that's great because now I can speak about those guys when they send it down, when they were in the big leagues, and now you have to be sent down because you have to work better to come to the big leagues again and do a better job. Okay, so now it to me was important, and again that's why UIBL is important for me because we're doing something from ground zero. We're doing something special. We're doing something that no one has done before. Although Major League Baseball is there and they play baseball. Okay, they do play baseball there. They play cricket, guys. You know that. So cricket.
I watched cricket.
Huge game there. 900 million fans. So there is a lot of similarities between baseball and cricket. So we wanted to take cricket for our advantage and make sure that the job we do, they already not done. Because think about it. They had to hit the ball. They had to see the ball and make contact with the ball. They had to pitch. Okay, the bowler is different, but still you have to pitch. You have to throw the ball. You have to catch the ball. Okay, you run the bases. No many bases, but you have to run. All right, so it's a lot of similarities in there. And the excitement about it is that you're bringing a new game. Although again, like I said, they play baseball game already, but in different level, and that's what I'm passionate for. So definitely, guys. That day for Derek and I was hard, but at the same time, mark our life in a different way.
First, the pitchers, the cricket pitchers will probably be really excited that they can like bend their arm when they throw, when they realize in baseball. But I was wondering, do you ever joke around with Derek Jeter because he was struggling in spring training 1996 and there was rumors of like you were going to get traded to the Mariners, which, would be pretty shitty to live in Seattle compared to New York, and you might not know what a playoff game is. So do you ever joke with Jeter being like, oh, thanks for you struggling, they want to like restructure the team now?
No, we didn't, because at the same time we didn't know what was going on. I was in my business. I was trying to make the team, although I was in the big leagues and finished in the big leagues in '95. I was trying to make the team. We have a new manager, a new coaching staff, and all that stuff. So I was trying to do my best in spring training, and I know that Derek was a little struggling. So we were pulling. He's my brother, so I was pulling for him to do the job. And when we break on, and I knew that we came north with him playing shortstop, it was great because I knew that he belonged there. I know that we belong there, and just a matter of fact, just the time, give us the opportunity, and they did. Thank God that they, Mr. George, kept us, and the rest is history.
Yeah. Thank God is right.
Yeah.
Thank God.
You're obviously notorious for your cutter. You're as associated with that pitch more than any pitcher in Major League history. And I know the story goes that one day you were just throwing in the bullpen with Ramiro Mendoza, right? And the fastball started to go left. I don't believe you, Mariano. I think there's got to be something to it. I think you made some deal with God or something to make that ball twist. How did that happen? All of a sudden, one day it just starts cutting. What really went down? I want to get to the bottom of it.
Miracles happen. Miracles happen. Okay, and I wasn't in the bullpen throwing. I remember we were on the line or right field line playing catch right after we stretched. So this is our practice. Okay, but I had to go back. That same year, I become the closer. First year as a closer, 1997. So I was trying to do something good, guys, but I was struggling a little bit. Okay, it looks like I was moving in quicksand. All of a sudden, I was trying to do it right, and everything was wrong. So Joe Torre called me. Joe Torre and my pitching coach, Mel Stallmeyer, called me to the office and said, Mariano, until I'm here, that's Joe speaking, until I'm here, you're gonna be my closer. So it was kind of some kind of release, but at the same time, more worry, because I know that if I continue struggling, there's no way that he's gonna keep me as a closer. So within 2 days after that meeting, we were playing. Now we're playing catch with Ramiro Mendoza, right field line, Yankees Stadium. And now I'm throwing the ball, and the ball start cutting from nowhere, guys. The ball start cutting, and I listen. When you throw the ball and the ball has a little scuff, you put that ball, the scuff, opposite to where you want it to move. If the scuff is in the inside part of the ball will move to the right, and vice versa. The outside will move to the left. So, but the ball at this time, the ball was perfect, beautiful. So it's no scuff, it's no scratching, nothing. The ball did not supposed to move, did not. So I got the ball, I throw it away, got another brand new ball, throw the full pitch the same way. I'm like, now I'm frustrated. Mendoza is mad at me. Okay, he's pissed at me. So, and now I start worrying. I said, what happened? Think about it, from 6 years old to 96, I was 26. No, 26 years old. At that time, the ball started moving from nowhere.
That's insane.
We went to Detroit after that game. Okay, that night I pitched. And the first pitch I throw, Joe Girardi is catching, and he's going to the right of the glove. And he never seen that. Okay, so he comes to the mound and says, Mariano, throw the ball straight. Bro, catch the ball, because I don't know what ball. We went to Detroit, okay? Mel Stalomeyer, my pitching coach, Mike Borsello, my bullpen catcher, and myself, we were like 45 minutes trying to make that ball stop from moving, okay? Thank God it didn't happen. So Mel is now getting frustrated at me because he thought that I was doing something in my hand. I said, Mel, I've been throwing this ball since I know 6 years old. Into April, this is May, into April, I was doing the same thing, and the ball was doing the same thing over and over, straight and harbor straight. Now I'm throwing it the same way, and you notice that, and now you're telling me that I'm doing something wrong? Come on, man. You know, now we're all getting hot, okay? And I said, you know what, Mel? Leave it like this, because if this is gonna do something, well, it's gonna be. So I just started throwing the ball over the plane. The ball was moving. The ball was moving. That's how God gave me that vision. Now, what I say that because I know Mel didn't teach it. Mel was trying to stop it. I was trying to stop it. No blood or flesh taught me that pitch, but God, he knew that I needed to have something special for me to be successful, especially in New York for 17 years, guys. The only thing that I didn't do was telling them verbally, guys, here it comes, because they knew the pitch was coming and they couldn't hit it. For 17 seasons, no 1 or 10 or 15, 17 seasons as a closer, I did that. So, my brother, there's nothing to do with that, but only God that gave it to me. That's it.
So I think all Yankee fans, religious or not, are going to say, thank you, God.
I'm going to go have a catch every day. Hopefully I discover some crazy pitch and maybe the Yankees will sign me.
No, you never know. I'm telling you, you never know. It can happen. It happened to me. So I will tell you this, miracles happen.
That's crazy to hear.
It is crazy because God, let me tell you, sometimes I went like, wow, you saw that thing, you saw how that thing moved? Amazing, hard too. So I mean, it was great, man. It was great. So all that passion, guys, all that passion, I want to bring it to the Middle East. I want to bring it to Pakistan. I want to bring it to India. Yeah. You know, because we know that we can do something special. The team that we have formed is capable enough, okay, have a lot of experience enough to do such a great job there. So that's why I'm excited and I'm happy for that. I'm not happy for that.
I will say before I ask the next question, I hated using you in video games because you just throw the cutter, and in video games, they never made it good enough. They could never make the pitch good enough that if you just knew the cutter was coming, you hit you. So I could never pick you in a video game. And I was always mad at all these video games because I could not make your cutter as good as it was in real life.
I can't believe that. I can't believe. Thank God I don't play that stupid game.
Yeah, we play real life, so that's all we care about.
Yeah.
I would have been upset too.
Yeah. So more about the cutter, the 08 All-Star game. You don't know this, but the TV is showing you teaching Roy Halladay the cutter. And all of a sudden, Roy Halladay, you start using the cutter. And it's an incredible pitch. How mad did your teammates get? I know they took you to kangaroo court. How mad were they? What were those conversations like?
They fined me in a kangaroo court. I think the biggest fine, someone got fined was me. I tell you guys, just hit the ball. Are you kidding me? That guy doesn't throw a quarter like me. And you guys complaining to me? Shoot, hit the ball, see the ball and hit it. You know, yeah, I mean, yes. I remember we were at Yankee Stadium, 2008 Yankee Stadium when Roy approached me. But Roy wasn't only the one. It was all the other teams, and hundreds of them came to me, American League and National League, to teach him how to throw the cutter. That's how impactful that pitch was in all those years, okay? I mean, believe me, guys, there were hitters coming to me, Mariano, how you hit that pitch? I said, I don't know. I'm not a hitter. I'm a pitcher, okay? Guys come to me, Mariano, can you teach me the pitch? If I would have charged them, I would make a lot of money, guys. I would make a lot of money if I charged them how to teach them how to throw the cutter. But it was amazing. It was amazing. I remember Derek and all of my guys mad at me because I teach him the cutter. Hey, man, you know, you gotta have to do something good too.
And you talk to Garrett Cole and maybe tell him how to throw his cutter better, because it's I think it's a home run every time he throws it. So maybe get a conversation, get in Garrett Cole's ear, because we want that cutter to be Mariano-esque.
We need to work on that. Definitely, we need to work.
I could just imagine, because you say 17 years, which is it's got to be the coolest thing. You just throw one pitch. Everyone knows. At the Astros are trying to cheat all the time, see what pitches are coming. You just told them. You were Astros proof.
I just told him. I said, hey, man, guys, they're coming. You know, just hit it if you can.
Chapman.
You're as closely related to the cutter as you are maybe to Enter Sandman. Obviously, your walkout song, iconic. I know it kind of was chosen more for you, right? But I want to know, do you ever now today still play it, just trying to hype yourself up for some household chores? Maybe you got to do the dishes and you're like, or are you sick of it?
No, guys, I tell you one thing though. It was good. The song was great for the fans. They loved it. I only kept it because it was played for me. I didn't choose it. I didn't know who the guys were. And when I met them, I said, guys, the first thing that you guys need to know about me, don't ask me about this song, because maybe you don't want to hear the answer that you're going to receive. So therefore, omit the question. All right. But definitely, I didn't pick this song. As a Christian, I don't listen to that kind of music. I listen to music. All right. But again, the song, I'm not opposed to music. Music is music to me. If you like that kind of music, well, power to you. So, but seems like the fans loved it. And it was, you putting the people to sleep, all that stuff. So it was kind of related with my job. And I kept it, and I made them guys a lot of money. But definitely, it was something special, and now, matter of fact, guys, when they were introducing someone at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, they played that song, and guess what? Who was in the thing? Me running from the bullpen to the mound. Amazing, incredible. So, it was great, guys. It was great to make that. But think about this, 2 billion fans listening to Enter Sandman when they be playing baseball in India, in Pakistan, in the Middle East. Guys, that would be powerful. It was powerful here. I said they will be more powerful and more impactful in those countries.
Yeah. You're a humble guy, maybe the most humble there is. Do you have a favorite stat about yourself?
No, man, I don't have it. I never look numbers, guys. I never look stuff like that. But The stats that I like is just the championships. That's how that was love, championships. And that's what
I like more men have walked on the moon than have scored against you in the postseason. That's my personal favorite. So that's
great, guys. Guys, we have to wrap it up, guys. We have another call to make. So thank you, guys.
No problem. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Thanks.